Hello, dear Scorpios. My name is Michaela. Welcome to my channel for astrology called Todayenergy. And this is a monthly forecast for April for all Sun, Moon, and Rising Scorpios. Now, that's going to be an interesting month at the very least to say. We have two new moons. One of them is a solar eclipse. We have the beautiful conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces. And the last week of the month, Pluto, your ruler, stations to go retrograde. So it's really a mixed bag of energy, some more intense, some karmic events can happen to us. And of course, we all hope for support from the universe, especially if we keep our faith. Now, the month starts with a new, fresh beginning, or at least opportunities for such. That's the new moon on the 1st of April at 11 degrees of Aries, and that's your 6th house. So something new comes at work, in your work environment, amongst your colleagues, employees, new work project. It can be something new in your home regarding like maybe some repairments or work or problems you have to solve at home or taking care of someone. Maybe it's a pet, a new pet in your home. 6th house. And last but not least, it's about health. So maybe some new diet you will discover, or you will start attending new group for exercising, or start running or going to the gym. Really good also for letting go, releasing some bad habits and toxins as well from the body. If you forget to write down your wishes and set your intentions on this new moon, you will have a second chance just 2 days later. You see, the night of the 2nd April to the 3rd of April, specifically between 10 o'clock in the evening on the 2nd to 7:30 in the morning on the 3rd, we have the exact conjunction of Mercury and the Sun. Now, generally, ancient astrologers believed that when a planet transits too close to the sun, it's burned in the rays of the sun by the strong energy of our brightest star. So the planet doesn't feel very good, but there is this exception of a couple of hours when the planet as if it's in the very center of the sun. And Mercury rules for all of us on Earth, our thinking, talking, communication, learning, planning, right? Our mind. So this night, well, I'm talking about night because those hours are Eastern European time for Sofia, Bulgaria, where I'm located currently. So you might want to recalculate it for your time zone, because really these hours are magical for genius ideas, insights, messages from the universe. It's like, Mercury is on a private audience with the ruler of the universe, with the life giver, the sun. So, if we meditate, if we set our intentions, write down on a piece of paper, what do we want, how do we see it, we might actually get some pretty clear, nice insights. And for you, it's 6th house, so it can be about work and health. On the 5th, your ruler Mars, your traditional ruler, joins Saturn at 22 degrees of Aquarius. Now, first thing first, Mars or any ruler of ours, when joining with Saturn, it's about feeling Saturnian energy of maturity, of responsibility, of cool-headedness. Right, so Mars can, or this day, like Saturn, can really calm down your like deep turmoils and emotions. So you might be a bit more pragmatic, also. Well, you might feel a bit tired, so it's good to take care of your health, because Saturn can shrink and drain energy, make everything cold. But we're talking here about your 4th house, especially if your IC, the beginning, the cusp of your 4th house is around 22 degrees of Aquarius. You will feel it the most. And it's going to be about some serious matters, plans concerning your property, your family, your parents, maybe. Maybe it's about taking care of someone elder. at home. Maybe it's about deciding what to do with some shared common property, your house, where to live, but you can combine this energy and ambition, entrepreneurship of Mars with the endurance and practical look and hard workingness of Saturn. So maybe you will decide to build your own home, Um, the same day, Venus goes into Pisces. Venus represents your partners. So they will become more gentle, romantic, soft, flexible, charitable, maybe interested in arts, emotional, much more emotional, right, for about a month. Thus, Venus will move into your 5th house. So it's about definitely pleasures and pleasant time with your romantic partners, with your children. It might give some good positive news about pregnancy and children. It might bring money, finances, investments in or from your hobby or your business, or perhaps your hobby becomes lucrative finally and brings you some income like a business. The same day, really the 5th is an important day. Same day, Mars is squaring the karmic lunar nodes, the north one and the south one. And the south being in your sign, that's pretty important for a year and a half. You have this energy of revisiting something old, of dealing with the past, of letting go something that no longer serves you. But at the same time, the north node is in Taurus, your partnership house, so indicating that you might need to follow more your partner's lead. But in this case, it's about a day of being on a crossroad, not knowing whether to, like in this song, should I stay or should I go? Are we jumping into the unknown future, or we go to, the south lunar node, like to the familiar, cozy past, the comfort zone? You might get some two offers or things to choose from. So that's the feeling of being your ruling planet, to be between the lunar nodes. And especially this is about 4th and 7th house. So it's about relationship with someone, with your partner, spouse, and your family duties, or something concerning property matters. But the road is definitely like the future is behind your partner. So they kind of lead the development and the progress in life. Now, on the 11th, Mercury goes to Taurus as well, your partnership house. And Mercury is a lot of communication, meeting people. It's about negotiations, contracts. So 7th house can be about striking deals, signing contracts. On the 12th, Jupiter and Neptune conjunct in Pisces, which is really once in a lifetime event. We won't see it again. And both planets, they are the rulers of Pisces. So we hope for really the positive, beautiful, magical manifestation of this conjunction. It should bring some blessings from the universe. Actually, I have a whole video recorded about this conjunction. You can check it on in my channel. For you, it's happening in your 5th house. It's about love, inspiration, creativity, romantic relationships, children in your life, your children. Hopefully something beautiful happens in their life, or maybe you deciding to become a parent, to have children. And of course, your children, kind of your child might be your artistic or hobby project, or even your business. So this planet can bring some expansion in those topics, and faith and miracles. On the 15th, Mars joins them also by going into Pisces, so even more energy into these topics and relationships. On the 16th, we have the full moon at 26 degrees of Libra. That's your 12th house, and full moon is about culminations. 12th house is about endings. So maybe you will be really asked to let go some person, relationship, work, habit, pattern of thinking, of behaving, this kind of emotional grudges, for example. Yeah, so clean, let go from mental, emotional plane, and thus you will improve also your physical health. Of course, full moon in the 12th house might give some strong insights, premonitions, yeah, because 12th house is about the past and subconscious, maybe some news about the past or from the past. Or it could be as well some clarity and news regarding matters about relocation, immigration, or foreign land countries and travels. As well, it might be ending, yeah, full moon like culminations, an ending point of some work in isolation, work with a psychologist, for example, breakthrough, and hence you have cleansed, liberated, and you're done with your therapy, end of some spiritual practices, end of some working in isolation. On the 20th, Sun goes into Taurus, that's your 7th house, so illumination of matters of relationships and partnerships, both business and private ones, as well as contracts, more clarity about your deals and contracts. 27th is a beautiful day for romantic pleasures, for partnerships, for creativity, because Venus conjuncts Neptune in Pisces, again, your 5th house. So that truly can be a possibility for conception, for pregnancy. It can be really great inspiration, nice, pleasant time with things you love. Yeah, you're doing your hobby. You can get really inspiration for your artistic projects, and of course, maybe some finances or investments into your business. But also it can be spendings, a lot of spendings for those topics. For your children, for example. On the 30th, Mercury goes into Gemini. Mercury is pretty happy in the sign it rules. That's your 8th house of passive incomes, of shared resources of your family, income of your spouse, husband, wife, or this kind of business partners as well can invest some money, or there will be news about it, news of pregnancy as well, 8th house. It's about life and death situations. It might bring some documents regarding loans, financial support, credit from the bank, and researches of your health, maybe talking, yeah, Mercury, communication with astrologers or psychologists, so something about your emotional and psychological well-being. And yeah, contracts, maybe about inheritance as well, some legal matters. The same day, we have the partial solar eclipse at 10 degrees of Taurus, together with the participation of the North Lunar Node, showing you the future. So that is about relationships, really. It's about you letting go, releasing of something personal, maybe some habits or some conceptions about relationships and concepts. And really like paying attention, paying focus on collaborations, partnerships. Maybe it's about meeting someone new, because solar eclipses are like a 100 times stronger new moon. But if on general new moons, it's about us setting our wishes and intentions and goals. Here, it's really about the destiny intervening. So it's good to remain calm, to be grounded, just like the Tauruses. They show us good example here. But be attuned to the energies, the turmoils of energy around you, because yeah, it's not a very stable energetic time around eclipses. And actually, this turmoil of energy starts even 2 weeks before the eclipse and lasts for 2 weeks after. But just 2 weeks after this one, we will have another eclipse. So that's an important spring, really. Can feel a bit chaotic, but it's just the universe course correcting us. because it asks us to remember the initial plan of the soul when it was choosing this body, this personality, this family, this country, yeah, and all this life path and mission and lessons to complete. So depends how drastic will be this course correction is on how far we have wandered away from our destiny. So now there will be some adjustment, hopefully gentle adjustment, really. Oh, by the way, before that, a day before, on the 29th, Pluto stations to go retrograde. That's your modern ruler, Scorpio. So you feel it pretty intensely, but as well, all the society, like the last week of April, feels Plutonic topics around us, of some scandals, revelations, power struggles, finances, business, corporations, government in this case, because it stations in the 28th degree of Capricorn, and for you is your third house. So it's about your environment, who you are surrounded by, who is your neighbors, how do you relate to your siblings, to your cousins, extended family, with whom do you communicate on daily basis. Yeah, it's like your neighborhood, maybe it's changing, yeah, your environment. It's about your vehicle, so be careful with roads and driving and vehicles. Let's say the last week of April, especially the 29th. And of course, Pluto in third house can, when stationing, can bring some crucial, important news, communication, knowledge. That's third house. It's very mercurial. It's about studies. Maybe you are finally deciding to take this driving license course, or you graduate, you take your diploma certificate, or you finally go to study some language, right? But it's something like Pluto usually waits, sweeps things under the carpet, but then eventually he himself wants to reveal it, and it can come as a volcano eruption, right? So it's better to be honest and to be clear and not to be afraid to share with others, even some things that could be kind of treasured secrets, because anyways, Pluto will make sure that they will come out, especially in the moments in which Pluto stations to go retrograde. Maybe it's going to be revisiting of some topics, courses, information, people, acquaintances, colleagues, yeah, classmates from the past might appear. So dear Scorpios, that was the forecast for April for you. I hope this information was interesting and useful for you. Thank you for liking my videos, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. I wish you an interesting, positive, empowering month. See you soon.